Teachers were always trying to make learning more interesting, more effective. In this program, we meet 3 teachers who tried out ideas that they were seeking to enrich their current teaching practice, exploring other features of the learning, problem solving, Eastman teaches a composite class of grades 5 and 6. The aim of her lesson was to between fractions, strip graphs, percentage. It's a relationship that's hard for some children to grasp. For Julie's children, it all became much easier using a strip of cardboard and a string of beads, and by drawing on their own experiences.
I'd like to do a quick survey to introduce the activity, and we're looking at favourite ice creams. Favourite ice creams. Who'd like to name their favourite ice cream to...
Lemon.
Lemon. Sally?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Bridie?
Pistachio.
Right, pistachio.
The children nominated 6 ice cream flavours and voted for their favourite. This data was written as fractions on the chart. Julie then produced a strip of cardboard divided into 23 parts, one for each child. The children transferred the data from the chart to the strip graph.
Vanilla out of 23, coffee 6 out of 23, chocolate 6 out of 23, pistachio 3 out of 23, and passion fruit 4 out of 23.
Then came a magic moment when Julie joined the ends of the strip graph.
Join the ends. We have a little bit left over there so you can join them. So what have we made? A circle. How do you think we can represent those fractions in that bar graph in our pie? How do you think we could do it, Tom?
Yeah, I was going to say that you draw the lines in and it will show how much there is of chocolate and if there's only a little bit of...
Well, would you like to start that off? Show us. We'll need a centre dot, won't we?
As the lesson progressed, the children completed all the segments on the pie chart, writing in the fraction for each segment.
100.
Then a string of 100 beads was placed around the circle, and the children counted how many beads there were in each segment, thereby converting their fractions into percentages.
And also as 14%.
A calculator proved to be a useful support. The demonstration complete, they were ready to form groups and start working on analysing new data, including their favourite television shows, drinks, and how they travel to school. They cut each section into the appropriate bucket. Finally, each group chose a category to analyse.
I found that once you get started, the activity just takes over itself and you don't have to be there assisting each child. Because they're working in groups, it allows for more peer teaching and takes the strain off you, trying to assist where it's needed. Even though there seems to be a lot of talking going on, they are mostly on task. And by listening to children's talk, you can establish where they're at as far as their understandings are and where you need to direct them for an even greater understanding. But I feel having the concrete material certainly helped those who don't normally find things such as this easy.
Which is 4%. 8 out of 100.
One of my worries about group work is that sometimes you feel that a couple of children will be carrying the load for the rest of the group, but I feel in this type of activity that each child had a role to play, and there was no way that really anyone could opt out, and everybody contributed their part and was responsible at the end for some form of presentation or sharing to the rest of the class.
The amount of people who like Violet Crumble is 8 out of 23. The amount of people with Mars bars is 8 out of 23. And Polly Waffles is 0 out of 23. This is our pie chart, and it's got 35% of the class like Mars bars, which is 8 out of 23. And 8 out of 23 people like Violet Crumbles, which is 35%. And 30% of the class like Cherry Ripe, which is 7 out of 23.
In the reflection phase, Julie got some really interesting feedback.
Just done.
You sort of remember it a bit more because you do more interesting things instead of sort of just doing setting a page of maths in front of you, which like you sort of do every day, but you sort of you do it because it's a group thing and everyone participates in it.
This way I'd remember it because we sort of we put the questions, but we answered the questions too. It was fun.